Hey, we have a counter this time. This is like take 747 is what it feels like. Uh, I keep stuttering or forgetting or talking too long, and then I just did what I thought was a really good one, and it wasn't recording. So we'll try this again. So this is my wool poncho. I made out of an old army blanket. I bought the blanket like 10, 15 years ago at a yard sale for like $5. And everything else I've used in it was just left over from other projects and just scrap. So it's really, really no cost involved there. What I did for measurements was I just laid it over my shoulder to get the neckline, and then this part of the T-cut is just right up the center of the blanket. I wanted to put a hood on it. I really wanted to make like a boreal shirt, but I'm a big guy and there just wasn't enough materials, so I did what I could with what I had. The idea was to trim this whole T-hole with the deer hide, but I was a little overly ambitious for the arthritic hands, so that's what I came up with. I did take and I reinforced it with some leather gussets and stitching so it won't tear out. And I put some Latigo strips on here with just a simple whip stitch and tacked on some loops so that it holds some paracord lacing that you can put through this little loop on the neck hole, which makes it nice as I drop the phone. There we go, we don't want to do that. It's nice for hanging it, so you can hang it on a tree limb or a post or a hook or whatever. But then also, it ties shut, so then it closes up the hole so you can use it as a blanket and not have a cold bum, because that's not fun either. Down here at the bottom, I tied in it's just a loop. It's a figure 8 on a bike, so I can tuck the stray ends in, or a little light load carrying, so I can carry the Opinel or a little fire kit or something light on there. It's another simple project. I just took another piece of deer hide and stitched the cylinder. I stitched it inside out so that the stitching would be hidden, and I just sewed across the bottom because I like fringe and I wanted fringe. Stuck another piece of Latigo in there, pinned it with a couple of rivets, and a simple whip stitch for that you would use for whipping the end of a rope. Just a real simple stitch that any scouter or bushcrafter should know. So, and then on the sides, I tried using a belt and found it uncomfortable and unwieldy, because trying to put the belt on and still have enough arm movement, enough range of motion, it was uncomfortable and a tedious process, and I wanted quick and easy. So I just put it on, marked it, and popped a couple of grommets in, another piece of Latigo that will just loop through and tie shut. And now I've got a closure on both sides, and it ties it shut and keeps it, I can tuck my arms inside and stay warm, and the wind doesn't blow it off. It's not waterproof. I'm not going to waterproof it. Wool does have insulative properties when it's wet, but it's not something you want to rely on. Hypothermia is not fun. Been there, done that. But this would work very well as part of a layer system under like commercial rain gear, even just an old trash bag, or a plastic or nylon rain poncho. I did want to put a hood on it, but like I said, I'm a big guy and there just wasn't enough material. So no hood for me, but that's okay, it works. It's comfortable, it's fairly warm, it still works as a blanket, and which I like, because I like the wool. It's a little scratchy, which is fine, doesn't bother me. And it's fairly warm, and with the neck hole now I have some adjustability, so I can cinch it up if it's colder, or open it up if I'm getting a little warm. So just wanted to share with y'all something I made, and I'd like to see what you folks make. So let me know what you think, and let me know what you make, and I'd like to check out your videos too. I don't do a whole lot of these videos. I'm not really equipped for it, and I just wing them. So yeah, I stutter and hem and haw, but yeah. The idea isn't to win awards or to publish TV shows. The idea is just to try to share some of the ramblings that goes on inside my head, and maybe help someone else out with some ideas. So thank you. You all have a good day.